In case anyone's wondering, just so you know, the rear tires are not the cheap tires on a Porsche. At least a mid-engine Porsche, they're not. So my last video was I was checking the alignment because my rear tires had gone on the inside edge. The inner 2 inches were worn down to zero tread after 20,000 miles, which is twice as far as the previous rear tires I put on it lasted, but not as good. So I was doing alignment where I was checking the rear toe and camber and the camber all around. I think it's pretty good. The fronts were a little bit out. One reason I can't, or I have not been able to adjust the front toe, front cambers all the way positive as can be for tire wear. I still get excellent traction. I have never lost traction playing around this thing on the street. Well, with the rear end kicking out because that's the right foot doing that. But handling wise, it has not lost traction. I have to be able to get under the front end to get to the tie rods to adjust it. And I couldn't do that without picking it up. And you pick it up, all the measurements are gone. So I want a lift. I want a four-door lift. I can't afford a four-post lift. I can't afford one. What I got instead was I have had for years, tripod moving, my race ramps. They don't pay me. If I can link them in Amazon, I sure will. I mean, look at that. If I do that, I'm a member of the Amazon affiliate program. And click on the link in my description, if there is a link to this in there. And you buy, you pay the same price. I get a very, very small percentage. Anyway, race ramps, these are great. I use these more than anything else. One, to back up onto for oil changes. Two, I use these for my trailer ramps. I put it right here, and it makes a nice, I don't rub the inside. But what I bought was that's an 8-inch tall, that's 8-inch tall where the tire is. This is their 8-inch crib block, or they call it, 4-inch and 4-inch, two-piece. And I'm pretty sure if I put this on top, I could put a turn plate on here. The trash bag is on here because I drove the front on, I picked the rear up to get it on here, and I hoping the trash bag will let it slide out a little bit and get set, but it wasn't. This camber and this toe on both rears are not the same as they were on the ground. So I did not adjust a thing in the back. It's not settled. The car's kind of bound up a little bit here. But the fronts, I drove up. It shouldn't affect it. The car is level this way. And, I think I mentioned this in one of my alignment videos, I went ahead and I strapped my steering wheel. I have a strap on each side of the steering wheel holding it exactly level. Because when you're adjusting toe, the steering wheel wants to move, and you want it level going down the road. I got it set that way. Those are to the seat frame on the floor. So here's what I got. My last video, getting set here. Zoom you in. There. You can see that. Okay. My last video, I had 2 millimeters difference on this side right here. Now I'm 0.25. The spec is 0.35 of a millimeter. Yes, it's 0.004 degrees. I don't care about that. I want less than 0.35 millimeter. Before, I had 82 and a half, 85. Now, 82, 82 and a quarter. I'm at 0.002. My string is not even side to side, obviously. I'm a millimeter off. But for each side, I'm right on. And the rears, the measurements today are not what they were. The other day, I was half a millimeter. Today, I'm 2.5 over here. I was half a millimeter over here. Now I'm a quarter millimeter. The measurements are not right in the rear. I didn't adjust the rear because I picked it up. If I have turn plates, I haven't bought turn plates. One, they're expensive. Two is because I wasn't doing caster sweeps. Put you back in here. So undo the zoom. I can't do caster sweeps with this. As in you turn it 20 degrees this way, measure the camber, 20 degrees that way, measure the camber, then you can figure out your caster. I've not adjusted the caster. This thing's not really adjustable caster either. I did not adjust the toe. All I did was adjust the camber. All I did today was adjust the toe. And I got it. So I drove this up. This suspension's settled here. The back is not. And my trash bag didn't work. I need to try something else. But this will work. If I'm going to mess with the rear, I'll turn this around, put in the back. I'll drive up backwards, pick up the front end, put them on the pedestal, the cribs, mess with the rear, get it set, drive off, and do this again. No, it's not perfect, but it's better than what I had. And I can get under the car. I am not the world's thinnest person, but I can still fit to get under there and adjust the toe. So I just wanted to update my OCD. Oh, yeah. I went and bought 2 new rear tires. Nearest discount tire to me that I actually want to go to is 43 miles away. Driving over there with the old worn out tires, hands off, 75 miles an hour, whatever the speed limit was, it does great. Coming back, the first 10 or 15 miles, I had hands off, less noise because the tires are better or softer. They're 2 years newer, and no weird things. The last 20 miles of my drive, it would hands off drive, but if I turned just a little bit, it was darty, dook, dook, dook. And then I thought, okay, this rear toe, this toe in on the front, I was too far toe in on both sides, but the tires weren't wearing any. I gotta get rid of that toe in because now the good rear tires are pushing. They're trying to go straight, and this thing here, having to get over the toe in and start work. I want to get it just right. So now I got all 4 tires within spec. We're all within 0.7 millimeter of toe in or less. In fact, 0.5 for those and 0.25 for these. I'm well within spec. I'm going to take it for a drive and see how it goes. If something's wrong, I'll let you know. But another video. I just wanted to home alignments. I'm going to do the Miata next. So I haven't been able to get underneath to do the toe. I can't do the Miata at all because you got to get underneath to adjust the rear. You can't adjust it from the back like you can on the Porsche. You got to adjust from the bottom. Anyway, that's today's adventure. Thanks for watching.